The Council for the Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect was founded in 1977 with a mission to educate and strengthen the community to prevent child abuse and neglect. We do this by providing parent education, community education, and training for professionals and community members through our mandated reporter trainings, stewards of children training, and through our participation in community events throughout the year. Our focus this year has been working with fathers to give them the tools they need to succeed through the Nurturing Fathers program. The Stewards of Children training, developed by Darkness to Light, is a revolutionary sexual abuse prevention training program that educates adults to prevent, recognize, and react responsibly to child sexual abuse. The Council has trained almost 800 people since 2012. Chrissy Kuhl is a CPCAN volunteer and Stewards of Children facilitator and has trained 285 people through her work with the Council.
People don't understand the prevalence of child sexual abuse. 1 in 10 children will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday. Once they turn 18, it's not like they're no longer victims of child sexual abuse. They still suffer the long-term ramifications of this. So in Jackson County, we have 160,000 people approximately. 1 in 10 means 16,000 potential victims in this county alone. But there is hope. This program, Stewards of Children, is proven to prevent child sexual abuse. I tell people that I'm hoping that this will be the best worst class they ever took. It's a very difficult topic to learn about and discuss. But at the end of the class, people walk away with more knowledge and a feeling of empowerment that they can make an impact. They know what questions to ask. They know how to address boundaries and boundary violations. They know how to support each other. They know how to make a report. And they have a list of local agencies that they can refer to if they have further questions.
CPCAN partners with the Jackson Department of Health and Human Services to provide mandated reporter trainings for professionals who are mandated by law to report suspected child abuse and neglect. Nursing and social work students, medical and dental professionals, and teachers and child care providers are some of our community members we have trained to detect suspected abuse and neglect. The Council has coordinated the training of over 1,500 people since 2014.
As a professional, if we suspect that there's child abuse, we have to report it. We're obligated by law to report that. And so a lot of professionals, they have a vague sense that they're supposed to do that, but they're not quite sure what to do. So what the mandated reporting does is it is a information session that goes through what the legal obligations are for the professional. I love how the mandated reporter trainers will often stress to the attendees that it could be your call that stops abuse for a child. And that's a really powerful message.
I think it helps clarify a lot of things to people on how our department works and the process we have to have as the state of Michigan to follow up and how cases are assigned or not assigned. And I hope, clarifies what we have to do and what they're mandated by law to do. There always is good questions. There's always lots of communication when we do those mandated reporter training, and most people have specific stories that they may have that they can share with us and ask questions on, which is, I think, helpful too.
CPCAN offers professional development trainings for local professionals, providing continuing education credits for teachers, social workers, law enforcement officers, and nurses, broadening the skills and awareness of professionals who are often on the front lines working with local families in crisis to help protect children and strengthen families. The Nurturing Fathers program is an evidence-based program that works with fathers to educate and teach them the skills they need to parent their children well. The 8-week workshop covers many topics, including but not limited to child development, age-appropriate expectations, helpful parenting behaviors, and alternatives to physical discipline.
So we found that father absence has been linked to poor outcomes for children, such as child abuse and neglect, as well as poverty, dropping out of school, not graduating, substance abuse, and also teen pregnancy. And so we've emphasized the importance of a nurturing father in their lives. it's a wonderful experience for them just to know that guys sometimes go through the same thing that they're going through. And children go through different stages, and so you're dealing with different behavioral issues at different levels at different times in their lives. So it's just a wonderful program within that 8 weeks. We meet for 2 hours each week. We provide daycare if needed. We have pizza provided as well. And it's just a good time. We usually start out with a little bit of fellowship, checking in with how their week has gone. And
the staff in the class are real respectful, real helping, understanding, and welcoming you. So what I learned in the class, just to interact with my children, just to understand my role with them a lot better.
You know, it's very interesting to see when the light bulb goes off. You know, when the fathers actually say, wow, I never thought of it that way. You know, or maybe if my childhood was different, or if I had learned this earlier, you know, I could have been doing this with my child earlier, and I wouldn't be in the position I'm in currently.
I didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't really know like the right ways to parent. I just, whatever I watched as I grew up, which may have not been the right ways now that I've taken the class. I've learned how to interact with my daughter through game boards, or even making up a game. Just anything to create fun activity and kind of lighten the environment.
Some of the things we cover in the class is teaching disciplinary techniques, you know, teaching fathers to parent from a place of nonviolence, okay? There's other forms of discipline that can be used, such as timeout, loss of privilege, things of that nature. The groups often become close-knit, you know, we're there every week. The guys learn about each other's experiences, past experiences, current experiences, and they're able to recognize, wow, I'm not the only one going through this situation, you know, or I'm not the only one parenting in this manner. You know, I'm not the only one who wants to improve my parenting skills.
CPCAN is out here today at the St. John's Community Baby Shower to provide some valuable information to new upcoming parents. We talked about the period of purple crying, which is the period between 0 to 5 months of age that a child could cry all the way up 8 hours to 5 hours a day. We also discussed the ABCs of safe sleep, as far as alone, on their back, and in a crib. We hope this information is valuable to new parents as they begin their parenting journey.
Give the children in your life a keepsake symbol of your promise to care for and protect them with the CPCAN's Child Promise Card. Designed by internationally known artist Robert Sabuda, the pop-up card will be a treasured token to your special child for many years to come and provide resources to the Council for our work. Consider volunteering your time and skills to CPCAN. We all have something to contribute. This monthly sustaining donor program is another way you can help the Council provide crucial programming throughout the year to protect the children in Jackson County for as low as $5 a month. The Council has coordinated 78 trainings since 2011, which have trained 1,861 people on how to report suspected child abuse and neglect to Child Protective Services. Established by the Michigan Legislature through Public Act 249/250 of 1982, we are the Michigan chapter of Prevent Child Abuse America. CTF serves as a voice for Michigan's children and families and promotes their health, safety, and welfare by funding effective local programs and services that prevent child abuse and neglect. CPCAN is the only agency in Jackson that focuses solely on prevention. We have been working to protect the children of Jackson for over 40 years. Please help us so that each and every child in our community has the carefree, loving childhood all kids deserve.